Why are we so scared of failing? Like, why do we have such an aversion to failing? You're going to fail anyway. Nobody was great from the moment they were born. Nobody got out of the womb and were perfect. And the first time you try something, chances are you're going to be terrible at it. That's just how life is. Why are you so scared of trying? And you're scared of trying because you're scared you will fail. If you don't fail, how would you get it right? See, everybody looks at failure as, as a bad thing. I see it differently. I think failure is a guide. Failure says it ticks off boxes for you. It tells you, okay, this is not good. This wouldn't work. So try this instead. That's how it works. Like, you try this, it doesn't go. You failed at this. It's like, okay, yeah, you can't do this like this, at least not this way. So you have other options. So it likes, out of every possibility that could come to your mind, out of every idea, failure is like helping you narrow it down to what you're good at. So it's telling you, not this one, not this one, not this one, not this one. And then finally, when you get to the one that's for you, you finally achieve success. But you're not trying anything because you don't want to fail at anything. You know what that does? You will fail at everything. You miss 100% of all the shots you don't take. So you're not taking the shots. Yeah, at least nobody's laughing that you missed them. But then nobody's congratulating you that you got any either. You were just made. You were useless. It's like a game of basketball. You better not open your mouth when your team wins a championship because you did nothing to contribute. Yes, you could have been an utter waste of a player shooting and missing shots. But hey, at least you took shots. People will say, okay, you were part of that game. Rather than running down the court 15 minutes all day without even touching the ball. Or they give you the ball and you pass it. You just don't let me hold the ball. Then why are you in the game? Why say you want to be great and then be scared to fail? My dear, you better fail. Like, I'm going to put this video and even if it has 2 views, I will post it everywhere. Because what's the point in trying to be great if all you do or all you think about is failure? For those of us who started riding a bike when we were younger, we were riding a bike and we were shaking, we were off balance, and we saw a wall and we were trying to avoid that wall. But it seems like every effort we were making in trying to avoid that wall led us to that wall. Like, we're so scared of hitting the wall that what inevitably happens is we hit the wall. That's failure. We're so obsessed with failure that we can't help but fail. Because we're too scared to actually try. A good amount of fear is always beautiful. Anybody that is fearless in life is actually either a fool or is prepared to die. A good amount of fear is logical. It makes sense because it helps guide you. But if you let fear rule you, if you let fear rule the things you do and how you do them, you will never get anywhere in life because you're too scared about failing. You're too scared about people laughing at you. You're too scared about what people might say. You're too scared about how society might look at you. Nobody cares. Nobody is going, look at that girl, look at that guy. This is the 7th time he's failing. Everybody has their own issues. Everybody has things they are doing. Nobody actually cares. I know the engagement makes it seem like, oh, people are looking at you and say, oh, what's this guy doing or what's this girl doing? And you're just swiping by, especially on TikTok, because TikTok shows you like people, it just shows you they viewed, but they didn't like. It doesn't matter. Sometimes they weren't even paying attention. They were just swiping and going and they didn't know when, it was your video. So if you continue to try to like calculate every variable, I know we are so anxious sometimes about the things we do. I'm speaking from a creation perspective because that's the space I'm in. But in your workplace, whatever, if you have an idea, execute it. Chances are it will go wrong because it's your first time. It's your first time. You're trying something out. If you gave up at walking when you were a child, you wouldn't be able to walk today. You tried your first time and you failed and you're like, well, walking is not for me. Then where would you be now? In a wheelchair? And watch every other person walking because they just didn't give up. You know how crazy it is that as babies, we never gave up. We waddled a bit, we fell. We stood up again. We cried, our mothers picked us up. And then we went right back at it. And even then we were unconscious. How much more now when we are older? We say diamonds are the most beautiful things on earth. They are the most sought after. But diamonds took 1.5 to 3 billion years to form under immense pressure and heat. Those are diamonds, rocks. The finest swords were put through hellfire, literally. They were made in lava. Why would you think that something you want so much, something that you envy, something that everybody else envies, greatness, you think you just wake up and you achieve it? You just think you walk into it. Even I have that problem sometimes. Sometimes I feel like I've done enough, you know. Sometimes I feel like I've put all these efforts, I've made all this video, it's my turn. But it's not enough. It's never going to be enough until it's enough. Until you finally get there. That's when life will tell you, okay, yeah, it's enough. But until you see yourself in the position you once dreamed of, until you get that car, until you get that girl, until you get that money, until you get those number of zeros you want behind that number 9, you're not doing enough yet. So yes, you do this, it flops. Yes, you do that, it flops. Yes, you do this, it flops. Keep doing it. Keep getting better. The race is not against your brother, it's not against your sister, it's not against your father, it's not against your friend, it's not against anybody. It's against you. How old are you now? In 5 years from now, you better be better than now. That's the goal. The goal is that my next video will be better than this. If not through editing, it's through visuals. If not through visuals, it's through the message. You're a footballer. You're a soccer player. Your next goal is, you should score more goals this season than you did last. You're not trying to be the best scorer. You're not trying to top the... No, you'll get there. But right now, you have to be better than yourself before you try to be better than anybody else. It's you against you. It has always been. Someone once told me 1 year will pass whether you improve yourself or not. 1 year will pass. So you can either sit down and say, man, working on myself for 1 year is too long, it's a lot. It's still going to pass, bro. What's going to matter is 1 year from now, you will still be the same person you were 1 year ago. And that's a loss. That's actually failure. To be the same person you were 1 year ago, that's to me, that's the greatest type of failure. If you had 200 followers 1 year ago and this year you have 300 followers, you get 100, you're better than you were last year. People look at things as minimal. No, that's a whole 100 people. Social media makes you think unless you're doing in thousands, you're not doing anything. That's a lie. You can't speak to 100 people in person. You would be overwhelmed. So you see 300 people watch your video and you're thinking, man, I'm doing bad. Bruh, if they put 300 people in your front right now, chances are you won't be able to come out. That's what social media does. So you know how to fail. The point of this video is how to fail. You're supposed to fail forward. Do something with the intention of failing and learning from it. Do not fear the failure. Fear not learning from the failure. Fail and understand why you failed. Okay, this video did bad because this, and this. You change it the next video. Now you're taking things off. Now you're getting better. Now you're seeing things making more sense in your head. You know? That's how to fail. Fail forward. Do not fear it, because failure is leading you to success. It's leading you to that thing that is for you. Before Steph Curry became the greatest shooter on earth, chances are he was trying to dunk the basketball. He was trying to dunk the ball. He was trying to ISO. He was trying to do a lot of things. But we are meant for certain things. They're just certain things that are for us. We can't keep looking at other people and trying to be like them, because we will never be like them. They are already them. You have to be you. So I'm sure he tried a lot of stuff and then he figured out, oh, these are my strengths. This is where it works for me. This is where I see it going. And look now, he's the greatest shooter on earth. But imagine if he kept trying to dunk the ball, bro. He would never be able to dunk it like Jordan. He would never be able to dunk it like LeBron. Because that's just not who he is. You know? Fail until you know who you are. That is how to fail. And if you don't know how to fail, you will continue to fail without any purpose. You will continue failing for no reason. Fail with the intention of learning, with the intention of being a better person. Fall with the intention of standing up to be stronger. Do not fall and pity yourself. The only thing you gain from other people is pity, and pity means nothing. It's worthless to anybody. Oh man, damn, he really suffered. Nobody gives a shit. Pardon my language. Nobody cares, bro. That girl wouldn't look at you again unless you get your bag right. That man wouldn't care about you because all you're doing is asking for money. You're not a woman of yourself. You're not pushing an idea. You're not owning a company. You're not doing... Just do something, bro. Especially because we're young, especially my age mates. You can't be out here going to parties right now, bro. I'm not saying don't go to parties. Go. Have fun. You're young. You won't be able to do this when you're married with 7 children. But learn to balance it. You know, do it a little and then work harder. Work harder than you play. So that 10, 15, 20 years from now, you'll be able to look back and be like, yeah, I made good use of my time. Not that, man, I spent my 20s partying and now you're in your 30s, you're a 35-year-old man looking for work because you're broke and all the girls you were with at the parties don't care about you anymore. They're all married or dead. So man, fail. That's how to fail. Fail forward. Failure is the path to success. It's the path to knowing who you are. It's to getting it right. I keep saying this. I'd rather spend my whole life chasing the things I wanted, doing life the way I wanted to do it, and probably die achieving nothing. I'll die with a smile on my face knowing that, and that's not possible. You can't do what your soul tells you to do and not succeed at it, because that's what you are. You can't fail at being you. Do you understand? You can't fail being you. You are already you. There is no way Curry would have worked at shooting and not still end up being the greatest shooter ever, because he was moving in accordance with his soul. Nothing else. If you move according to your soul's whispers, listen to what it's telling you, there is no way you wouldn't get things right in life. But let's just assume you go through the whole life doing the things you want and then ultimately failing at everything. I promise you wouldn't still consider that a failure. Yes, you might be disappointed, but you'll die with a smile on your face knowing that, yeah, you did everything you could to achieve your dreams. You did everything you could for the things you loved, for the people you loved, and you loved every bit of it. Now, you could go through life doing things you didn't want, probably make a ton of money, have everything you want, you know, but then you'd end up with the things you don't need. You just end up an old rich man with no fulfillment whatsoever because he spent his life doing what people expected of him so that he would follow the safer path. There is no way you will end up a billionaire. There's no way you will end up a satisfied and successful person, because you could be successful and not satisfied. But there's no way you'll be both successful and satisfied if you follow the herd. We are not robots. You are not AI. You are not supposed to follow everybody into, oh, we finished school, what's next? Go to a 9 to 5. That's how it's supposed to be. Nah, bro. You want to be an artist? Go and be an artist. I'm not saying focus on only that and die. I'm saying make sure you can feed the family. If you do what you have to do, but follow your dreams relentlessly and without shame. Do not be scared of anything anybody's telling you. Nobody cares. If they are saying it out of envy, you would know. If they are saying it out of worry, you know it comes from a place of love. But only you see the vision. Nobody else will see it for you, man. So go at it. Be you. Unashamedly and unapologetically be you. Never ever try to blend in, because we were not made to blend in. We were made to stand out. We were made to stand out, guys. Never ever 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 try to be part of the crowd. You will lose your essence as a unique human being and the individual that you are. Tread your own path, walk your own path. At the end of your own path lies success, it lies fulfillment, it lies peace, it lies greatness, it lies your destiny. But you can't follow Musa on his own path, because you will end up with Musa's destiny, and you will not be satisfied with Musa's destiny, because Musa is not you. You are not Musa. You are not Afolabi. You are not Ugochukwu. So why on earth are you following them? It's like your destiny, your destination is Abuja. Destination. You see where I'm getting at here? Your destination is Abuja, and you're following somebody to Lagos. For what? What are you looking for in Lagos? Who do you know in Lagos? You're going to get to Lagos and you're going to start looking for hotels, places to sleep, what to eat, because the people that were waiting for you in Abuja, you forgot them and followed the person going to Lagos because the road to Lagos looked smoother. It looked safer, it looked nicer, so you followed them. And now they have gone to their family in Lagos and they are chilling. And look at you, 12 a.m. in the middle of Lagos, looking for where to sleep, when you could have been in Abuja 7 hours earlier. Now, you see, the thing with Google Map is Google Map never scolds you for taking the wrong route. It never tells you, why didn't you follow the road I've told you to do? It tells you, okay, now follow this road. It's going to be longer, bro, because now you have to start going back to Lake Abuja from Lagos. Life will never scold you, bro. It will just show you that you made a mistake and you should have, and that's what hurts. So if you don't want to fail, then fail forwards. That's the message. If you don't want to ultimately fail, the greatest failure in life is at your old and ripe age. You look back and realize you did nothing with your life but blend in and do what people expected of you, sacrificing your happiness, your goals, and your dreams for people's perception, for people that will die and leave you, for people who are doing their own thing. Nah. Fail forwards and fail respectably, because that's the only way in life you will ever succeed. Peace.